Joined now by Sherbrooke Phoenix forward and former first overall pick in the QMJHL, Joshua Waugh. Joshua, how are you doing today?
Good, you?
I'm doing good. So let's just go right back to where it started, all in Quebec. You were selected first overall by the St. John's Sea Dogs. What was that experience like? It must have been just pretty wild to hear your name first overall and then to begin your junior career.
Yeah, well, that was an unbelievable moment. The draft was in Quebec, so all my family and my friend were there. That was just a perfect moment for me. It was a dream come true for me.
So after you were selected, you go through the process of, I would assume, a lot of media after as well, but then you eventually get to go on the ice with the Sea Dogs. What was that first camp like for you and like kind of becoming a junior player and going into the facilities and stuff like that?
Well, that was pretty nice, honestly. To play against good player, like I was playing against like people who's gonna get drafted in NHL, so that was a pretty like good moment for me. And yeah,
What do you remember about your first game in the queue?
well, that was a very good game against Halifax. Um, and there was a lot of people, and I was like, okay, that's very nice to play in the QMJHL.
Do you find, I was talking to Dylan Gunther, who plays for the Oil Kings, and he was saying it took him a few games to adjust to playing in the WHL for him and the Q for you, obviously. Like, how long do you think it took you to like kind of get your rhythm going again, like you had when you were playing minor hockey?
Well, it took a couple game. Like the guys are a lot bigger. It's a more physical game, and they play. The biggest difference I will say it will be was the the play was way more faster than in the midget AAA. So that was the biggest adjustment that I had to do. But I mean, about like 10 game, I was used to it.
So, like we said, you were the first overall pick. Did you kind of feel pressure playing in that first season as the first overall pick, or do you think after a while it just kind of wore off on you and you were just like, yeah, I'm just here to play hockey?
Well, yeah, I had a certain pressure, but I was not thinking about it. Like, I was just playing my game, doing the good things off and on the ice. So, and I control the thing that I can control, and the things that I can't. I was not thinking about it.
Was there someone on that Sea Dogs team in your first year that kind of, I guess you can call him a mentor to you, or someone who you were just kind of close with, who was an older guy on the team who kind of helped you?
Yeah, William Villeneuve. I was there year before. He was my mentor, honestly. Like he was always there for me. He's a French guy, so that was easier to me, like to talk to him, because the first year I get there, I was very not good in English. But he got me like he introduced me into the team with the guys. So yeah, that was my mentor.
Well, I tell you, your English is very easy to understand now, that's for sure. So
Yeah, I'm getting better.
yeah. So I guess like even that too, like going from living in Quebec to living in St. John's, like you said, like your English wasn't great. Like I was that difficult as well for you to kind of start with?
Well, at the beginning, it was pretty hard. Like in practice, the coach are only we're only talking in English, so I was like, whoa, and
Yeah.
I get used to it. Like when I was not understanding something, I was just going to see like the French guy, and they were helping me. Yeah.
So obviously you're not with the Sea Dogs now. Like, and you played 75 games there. What was your overall experience with the Sea Dogs, and how did you just find it all in general?
Well, that was nice. Well, the QMGHL year are just incredible. It passed so quick, but yeah, the guys were nice. Everything is fun. Like you're always with the guy, and yeah, that's very nice.
Mhm. So you played for Team Canada as well last season, which would have, I would imagine, been a fantastic achievement for you. And what was that experience like for you there? And how did you learn that you were going to be on the team? Who told you that news?
Well, that was another nice feeling when I knew that I was on the team to represent the country and to play against the best player in the world of my age. That was just incredible, and that was very a nice experience out there.
Was it something you learned about yourself playing for Team Canada? Maybe not even on the ice, but off the ice, whatever it could be. Like something that maybe one of the coaches said to you that was like, okay, maybe I can kind of add this into my game now.
Well, the biggest thing is that, like, everyone, like, when you play in the QMJHL, you're like, okay, there's player, good player, he is good. But when you go on Team Canada, you can see like all the good player of your age, and you're like, okay, there's a lot of good players. So if you wanna like play in the NHL, you gotta work a lot harder than you think.
So I guess something that just came to mind when you were playing on that team, was there someone who you hadn't played against yet? Like, because you were on Team Red, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Was there someone on Team Red that you were like, wow, this guy, he's a really good hockey player? Like, just someone, one of your teammates.
Yeah, Stankoven,
Oh yeah.
Logan Stankoven. I never played with him before, and it was just very good.
Hmm. So let's talk about you got moved this year to Sherbrooke. How was that whole transition for you? And what is you've started? You had 13 goals and I believe around 20 games. Were you kind of feeling like a lot more confident in, I guess, putting the puck in the net too? And even when you were with St. John's, you're over a point per game player as well. I guess. What did you think of your season as a whole once you got moved?
Well, I get used to Sherbrooke very quick. The boys introduced me well. Well, I didn't have the choice because I came in. I got to Sherbrooke, and the next week we were leaving for a bubble, so I had to get used to Sherbrooke. But the adaptation was very good. The coach made me confidence like right at the beginning. I had power play. Yeah.
So I guess maybe that bubble. Do you think that maybe even helped you a little bit because that way you're almost forced to like talk to the other guys on the team, right? And I'm sure you would have anyway, of course, but like you're forced to kind of build those relationships immediately. Do you think that kind of helped you a lot to like settle
Yeah,
in?
that helped me a lot for sure. Like I said, like the week right I get in Sherbrooke, we were all living in hotels. So when there was day off at the bubble, we were playing like card and stuff like that. So the I get like friend with the boys, talking to them. So that helped me a lot to get to know the boys.
Hmm. So let's talk about you as a player. What would you say your style of game is like for someone who hasn't seen you play?
I'm an offensive player with a good hockey sense, a great shot, and I have good skill too.
So one thing I noticed when I was looking through your stats is you don't really take any penalty minutes, hey? Like it's they're
No, that's true.
yeah,
No,
they're
I'm not a physical guy, and I don't take a lot of penalty overall.
Yeah, I noticed in one of your years, I believe it was maybe your last Bantam year, in like 30 games you had zero penalty minutes, and then this year
Yeah, that's true.
you had four combined. Like you said, you're not a physical guy. Like, is that just kind of how you avoid staying out of the box? Just try and like keep control of your stick and know when to kind of lay the body and such.
Well, no, not really. Honestly, like I work hard, but like I'm not a physical guy. But that not mean that I'm not going in the corner or everything. But I just be careful with my stick. Just don't take penalty.
And I'm sure that allows your coach to know that you're going to be reliable in the next couple of minutes too. If you can put the puck in the net and you're not going to take a penalty, it's a pretty
Yeah, exactly.
way to have it. So I guess I have a few more for you. One of them I wanted to know is who's your favorite teammate that you played with, or maybe not even favorite, but someone who you've kind of had really good chemistry with, and it could be any time in hockey. It doesn't even have to be junior.
It was Olivier Nadeau. He's from my hometown too. I played with him like since Pee Wee Triple A. We always played on the same line, and it always like went very good. Then in the midget Triple A, we were together again, and it went like a very good year. And yeah,
Like clearly went wrong for you. You went first overall, so that
yeah,
was
that's true.
so I guess last couple for you. What's something you want to improve on over the off season as you head into the draft, and even after the draft once you inevitably get picked?
It's my skate. I really have to skate faster because I'm not a bad skater, but to go in the NHL, like the game is so fast right now. So if you want to play, you have to be fast. So you always have to improve your skating.
And have you found a power skating coach that you're going to be doing that with, or what's kind of the plan for you there?
Well, I'm working every day, like on in the gym, my explosion a lot, and I have ice 3 times a week. And my old coach, one practice every week. We're gonna go like on the ice, me and him and Nado, like for skills, skate. So yeah.
Mhm. And last one for you. What are you most excited about for draft day?
Well, I'm just exciting about everything about the draft. I wait a lot to this moment. Since I'm young, it's a dream. The NHL, so I would just like uh, live the moment.
Well, thanks very much for doing this, Joshua, and best of luck with everything. This was really good.
Thank you.